My child, do you feel worn down by the long wait for something I showed you a long time ago? Have your quiet requests seemed to fade into silence for a lengthy time, leaving you with a sense of being overlooked? Does it appear, my precious child, that you lie awake in the deep quiet, troubled by the passing moments, wondering if your key time has slipped away? Understand this, my child. You did not simply happen upon these words. I guided them straight to you. I need you to grasp this. Clearly, your being here right now is by design. In this very instant, my full attention rests upon you, and your name has been spoken softly. What I am about to share, my cherished child, has been held in readiness precisely for this moment. See it as a sacred opening, a specific route prepared for you to step into what you are meant for. If your inner eye and ear have been drawn to these truths, my beloved, then this is indeed meant for you. But listen closely, because this touches my heart deeply. If you turn away from this now, if you brush aside this message, something vital within you might stay hidden. This chance I extend to you now, my child, will not remain open indefinitely. Even as I speak, I sense it within my being. Someone listening now feels a sudden quickening in their chest, a warmth spreading over them. You feel it, don't you, my beloved one? That stirring, that sacred flicker that is more than just emotion. It is a sign from my presence assuring you this is for you. If these truths resonate deep inside you, if you sense an inner warmth stirring, indicate to me that you are here and paying attention. And above all, if a quiet inner knowing suggests, this is for you, speak this from your deepest self. I am ready. I am open. I receive this. Hold this moment in your memory, my child. Keep it near in your thoughts, in your deepest self. For what is coming will shift the direction of your entire existence. The period of waiting is drawing to a close. The quiet is about to give way. You have been made ready for this specific hour, my beloved. And now, my child, it is time to tell you everything. It is time to tell you everything, my child. Have you wondered why your journey seems steep and demanding while others appear to move forward with ease? Does it feel, my precious child, as though every small step forward costs you dearly, a weight few others could carry? Why have you always felt distinct, not fully understood, even among those who say they care for you? You were not meant to blend in. Have you paused to consider, my beloved, that the feeling of being alone, even when others are near, is a sign of your unique design, not a flaw? Perhaps the burdens you have borne, my child, were placed upon you because I knew you alone possess the inner strength for them. Understand this, my cherished child. These words are not for those merely passing through. They are for you, the one who has seen years pass, questioning if your time has somehow gone by. Perhaps you have lived many years, my beloved one, and a quiet question lingers within you. Did I fall short? Did I let the moments escape while others seem to rise effortlessly? You have seen younger souls move ahead quickly, my child, while you have remained in quiet places wondering if your most significant days are in the past. But consider this, my precious child. What if every tear shed in solitude, every sorrow that broke your heart, every ending that felt final, what if none of it was meant as punishment? What if it was all part of my purposeful making ready before you took your first breath, my child? The unfolding of your journey was set. Does that not lead you to ponder what parts of your story are still waiting to be lived? What if you are only now reaching the point where everything truly begins? You feel that stirring within you now, don't you, my child? That is more than just feeling. It is your spirit recognizing the truth I speak. You have spent seasons, my beloved, simply enduring, convincing yourself that hopes are only for those untouched by difficulty or those with fewer years. You whispered to yourself that great purposes were only for those without fault. My child, for the fortunate, for those whose paths seemed perfect. But tell me, my child, who convinced you that your errors made you unsuitable? Was that my voice, or the voice of your own fear? Is it possible, my beloved one, that the years you carry are not a hindrance, but part of my design? Have you dismissed the path I set for you, my child, because it seemed too grand, too long in coming, too unlikely? Will you find the courage to trust that the fulfillment is still ahead? Is it possible, my cherished one, that the marks left by your struggles are the very light another is hoping to find? The one who opposes me, my child, has worked tirelessly to silence you, to convince you that your difficulties meant I had left you instead of understanding they were part of my making you ready. But consider this, my child. When needs arose that seemed impossible to meet, yet provision appeared, was that by chance? When a connection seemed broken beyond repair, my beloved one, and yet it was restored, was that mere happenstance? When words brought news meant to defeat you, my child, but instead you discovered renewed strength within, was that without cause? No, my child, that was my instruction. That was a refining, removing what was not essential, so the truest part of you could shine forth. Is it not remarkable to understand, my beloved one, that during those nights you wept in solitude, a unique purpose was being prepared specifically for you? My child, you have been undergoing a deep process, being made ready not just to live, but to live in a way that helps others find their own liberty. A specific time has now come, my beloved. You won't see its arrival in the sky or the ground, but you will feel it as the quiet period you've been in draws to a close. Have you ever wondered, my cherished one, why you always felt there was something more meant for you, even when others told you to be realistic and accept less? Perhaps the unsettled feeling you carry, my child, isn't impatience at all? What if it's a clear signal tailored precisely for this moment? And those times when paths closed off or chances faded away, those were not rejections of who you are, but careful redirection, guiding you toward a place where your voice would carry greater weight than you could imagine. Have you noticed that? The passing years haven't held you back? Often the deepest understanding arrives with time. Can you see that the timing of your entire journey has always rested in my care? The difficult emotions stirring within you are not signs of decline. Think of them as the intense moments just before something entirely new comes into being inside you. Every goodbye you've known taught you about what truly lasts. Each time a hope seemed lost, you learned about the possibility of starting fresh. Lonely stretches showed you the quiet rhythm of my perfect timing. You might have viewed these as setbacks, but they were actually times of equipping, preparing you for the work ahead. That strong feeling in your heart right now, it isn't fear. It's the calling I placed within you long before the world began. Could it be that every challenge you've encountered was preparing you for a task only you can fulfill? If you feel this sense of urgency rising, my precious child, I invite you to acknowledge this day. See it as the moment your spirit remembered its true nature. See it as the day you decided to release the reasons you held back, the false beliefs that told you your opportunity had passed. Can you sense that shift happening within you? That's the stirring of what you are meant to do coming alive. Because what is about to become clear will dissolve every doubt, the past mistakes, the feelings of inadequacy. This will make clear you were never too advanced in years, too hurt, or too common to make a difference in other people's lives. I have always been ready to work through you. The real question is, are you ready now to step forward and speak? Are you ready to stop letting your past define you and begin living a new story? Listen closely now, my beloved, because what I will reveal is not just comforting words. It is a truth that will reach the very core of your being. Before the darkness attempted to touch your health, before it caused trouble in your family, before it affected your resources, it had already seen the bright potential hidden inside you. Why else would the opposition have been so fierce? This happened not because you lacked strength or were easily overcome. It was because the purpose you carry is powerful, a task that created apprehension from the moment you were born. Have you ever wondered why your struggles have felt so persistent? Do you truly believe a health challenge, the loss of someone dear, or watching others you care about struggle, or simply random misfortunes? No, my cherished child. These were not accidents. The darkness knew if he ever fully grasped your strength, found in me, its influence would diminish. Thus it deployed every method to hinder you before you grasped your genuine identity as I see you. Do you understand that simply enduring is a powerful act? Your life is proof that the opposition did not succeed. Have you considered that perhaps you were entrusted with these challenges? Could it be that each hardship you met was a statement, saying, I know they possessed the strength to get through this? What if you understood that the darkness targeted you because it feared the strength that would one day emerge from your quiet perseverance? How many times have you looked at yourself and wondered if you were overlooked? How often seen friends depart, your body change, your means shrink? Did you question if you still mattered? That is not just the passage of time speaking, my child. That is conflict. The oldest strategy of the darkness is to convince you your time is past, that your voice is no longer needed, that your prayers are unheard. Do you feel that within you? It is more than just comfort. It is a stand against every lie that said, you are too old to be used. The years you carry deepen your wisdom. They do not limit you. Every line on your face tells a story of inner strength. Every difficulty in your step is a testament that you keep moving forward even when it is hard. While your outward self may show signs of wear, your inner self is made new each day. Do you see it now? You have been through intense pressure, not discarded. What felt like being consumed was actually everything that wasn't truly you being, stripped away so you can shine more clearly to a world needing genuineness. That deep sorrow when you lost your spouse, my beloved one, it was not punishment. It was preparing you to offer comfort to others who will walk through similar profound valleys. When your health faltered, it was not abandonment. It was a lesson in finding strength from a deeper source within you. Your life's journey is not just a list of hard times. It is a divine path of learning. Each heartbreak was a lesson. Each time you were disappointed, you learned about grace. Each loss taught you about new beginnings. Hear this truth with your whole being. The deepest sorrow you experienced was not a punishment. It was the very place where your greatest strength was forged. That heavy darkness that almost overcame you didn't happen just to destroy you. It created a depth of understanding so profound that now you can sense the quiet pain of others facing similar darkness. Have you noticed how quickly you can perceive the hidden pain in someone else? That is not by chance. That is your inner perception sharpened by your own difficult nights. That period of financial difficulty was my method for teaching you complete reliance on me, allowing you to be a visible demonstration of how I provide. When betrayal arrived, the sort that broke your heart and convinced you that you would never be complete again, it was not meant to leave you permanently shattered. It showed you how to extend love to others with a grace surpassing normal human ability, and to forgive even when others would not, because you personally understand how it feels to be abandoned. May I ask you something deeply personal, my child? How often did you believe the opposing force was gaining ground? But what if I revealed that the shadow was not writing the final lines of your story? What felt like ruin was actually shaping you, my child. What the dark believed was breaking you was truly making you stronger. It thought it was closing your story, but I was writing a new, more wonderful chapter. Do you know what truly unsettles the dark about you? It isn't your youth or your physical strength. It's that you have walked through challenges that would have destroyed others. Yet you stand firm today, more steady than ever before. It is that you walked through the deepest darkness and came out proclaiming, "I will not fear harm, for you are alongside me." It is that you discovered how to rely on me during your most difficult times when no one else observed. Your faith, my precious child, the faith that has been tested, that bears the marks of struggle and has grown strong over time. That faith is a powerful defense against the darkness you face. Hold this truth deep inside. The hurt you have known served a reason. It truly did. And if you have walked through difficult times and are still standing, know this. Your survival was not by chance. It was a clear sign, a light for others, showing them the way toward hope. Now listen closely, my child. This specific time I have set is a signal from me, a moment for awakening. It is the point when all that has been quietly developing within you over decades of challenge, loss, and perseverance finally becomes ready for use. You have been in a long period of intense readying, but that demanding phase is nearing its end. The time of proving is almost finished. Are you ready to understand why you had to walk through all that difficulty? Can you truly believe that every tear shed, every night without sleep, every question that seemed unanswered, was actually part of getting you ready for what is next? My beloved, this is more than just words. It is a threshold, an opening. I am inviting you to step across. I see so many older ones who quietly confess with sadness, "I think I missed my chance. My time must be over." And my spirit longs to call out, "Do you think the one who spoke the stars into being would forget you? Do you believe that I, the Eternal One, is limited by how your body feels? Listen carefully, my child. This time I have appointed is not a warning of difficulty. It is a sacred Marker. It is a moment arranged by me, a powerful affirmation echoing from forever into your life now, calling you to awaken. It is a reminder that while the world may have set you aside, heaven has kept your place of importance ready all along. The beautiful truth is that age is not a reason to stop. It was the completion of your preparation. You were given my trust because you had endured the passage of years. So do you hear what I am speaking to you? Just because you have seen many days end, it does not mean your new beginning is past. It means you were given a strength to persevere, beyond what younger hearts can yet grasp. Your understanding gained, your experiences that left their mark, your tears shed. These are your true readiness from me. And this is where it becomes deeply personal, my precious one. This is where these words stop being a general message and become the specific moment I have set for you. Are you ready to discover why you were kept alive, supported, and carried through difficulties you thought would overcome you? Are you ready to find that your most significant contribution, your clearest voice, and your deepest happiness may still be ahead of you? How many of you are sitting right now looking at yourselves and thinking, I feel I should have accomplished more, become more, achieved more? How many of you examine the lines etched on your face and interpret them as indicators of failure rather than evidence of having persevered through numerous trials? How many of you have permitted the world with its superficial assessments and fleeting fashions to persuade you that your most productive years have passed, that you are unneeded, and that your narrative is concluded? Stop. Just stop thinking that way right now. Take a breath. Do you really think I kept you breathing just to watch you slowly fade away? Do you desire to understand why you persisted through the parting, the financial difficulty, the betrayal, the numerous nights of silent weeping? Do you desire to understand why you remain here when many who appeared more robust, healthy, and accomplished are no longer living? It is because you have been made ready for a specific moment I have planned. This time is not about you going out to change the entire world overnight. The world does not need another loud, untested young person who has never known heartbreak. The world is longing for souls who have been proven by struggle, who have been broken and yet continue to praise me. People who have been hurt and made whole again by my gentle touch. The world is hungry for genuine truth, for voices that tremble, not from weakness, but because they carry my power within them. This time I have set will not suddenly change the whole earth, but it will fundamentally change your inner self. When you fully step into the person I have called you to be, the part of you kept concealed by disappointment and fear, everything in your surroundings will start to change. Your family will notice a new strength in your words. Those around you will see a light that cannot be explained. Even people you do not know will sense my presence upon you. And when they inquire, what has changed within you? You will smile with understanding, because in that instant, the self I safeguarded, though the world paid it no mind, finally emerged. This is not something intended for a future time. It is for right now. Can you feel the urgency? The one who opposes me has spent years planting false ideas in your mind. You are too old. You are too tired. You missed your chance. Every wrinkle is a map showing the path of my constant care. Every difficulty you survived is proof that your purpose is far from complete. An assurance endures that your inner self can be vibrant and purposeful, even as your physical form grows older. Have you accepted the falsehood that your purpose is complete? Or will you venture to believe that your most meaningful contributions are still developing? But allow me to share a truth you absolutely must comprehend. My child, this awakening is not automatic. It requires a choice. Listen closely, my child. You must cease agreeing with the untrue thoughts that have settled over your life. Instead, align yourself with the truth I hold about you. Will you finally accept the inner knowing that whispers you are not finished? You are merely starting. This particular time is not by chance. It is a moment set forth long ago, designed to bring forward the part of you that prays with steady trust, that offers love with open kindness, that speaks my truth without needing approval from others. It is a part of you refined by sorrow and alienatiness, yet standing firm and full of grace. Those who walked before you, who endured hardship, were vital in demonstrating my power. Therefore, right now, I invite you to take an action that might seem unfamiliar. It is the step through that opening and into this fresh period for you. Have you truly paused, my precious child, to consider what I'm inviting you into right now? You see, the real challenge you face is not out in the world or with leaders, or even in clear wrongs. Your greatest obstacle is the quiet, deceptive whisper within you, the tale you have been telling yourself when you are alone and no one else hears. You understand what I mean, my beloved child. You have said these things to yourself in the stillness. Perhaps so often they feel like your own thoughts. Maybe you have thought, I am too old now, my best time is past, or I am too tired to begin again. Perhaps it is too late for me to make a difference, or I am too broken to be helpful. But hear me, my child, none of that holds truth. That narrative in your mind, it does not speak for who you truly are. It is a voice intended to restrain you, to make you feel small and overlooked. It carries the same kind of message that has tried to stop others throughout history, suggesting they were too old or lacked the right words, or were too worn down to see a promise fulfilled. Yet my plan always comes to pass, does it not? There is something the voice of doubt understands about you that you seem to have forgotten. The things you perceive as failings, my cherished child, are truly endowments from my hand. Your many seasons on this earth are not a boundary, but a sign of your established place. The challenging paths you have walked do not disqualify you. Rather, they reveal how prepared you are. Your weariness does not mean you have lost. It means you have faced difficulties others would have avoided. The world might see someone with many years and think they are finished, but I see someone ready through a lifetime of facing both sorrow and joy, prepared to step forward with courage. The world sees hands and calls them weak. I see those hands as valuable instruments that have brought comfort to others and lifted in prayer. Do you think your time is diminishing? Let me share a truth with you, my beloved one. This is not the end of your day. This is the dawn of a fresh purpose I have for you. These years are not just for quiet rest. They are full of meaningful chances to make a lasting impact. All your experiences, my child, the hard times, the moments things did not unfold as planned, the periods of waiting, they have all been part of readying you for this time. But here is what truly brings me sorrow. While you have believed that untrue story about being unable, There are people who need the truth you carry. There are younger ones who need the deep understanding you have gained. There are people who need your steady voice and your earnest prayers. You might say you feel too weary, but others who felt weary have still done important work for me. You might think your years are too many, but others in their later decades have stepped into the main purpose I had for them. Do you see what this reveals, my child? Do you feel the truth of my heart in these examples? You are not simply someone concluding their life journey. You are a hidden force for good. You are someone through whom I speak truth, bringing freedom to others. You are meant to help people find their way out of limits they do not even perceive. The deep understanding in your spirit did not come from learning in a room. It was shaped by facing real difficulties. The peace you hold did not just appear. It was gained through hard moments of seeking me. The trust you show was not simply copied. It grew because you chose to believe when everything else suggested you should give up. And now, my child, after I have spent years preparing you, don't tell me you are done. That I spent all that time getting you ready, only for you to live out your remaining years holding back, slowly becoming unseen. The voice of doubt has given you a false picture of slowing down. All the while, I have been working on a plan for you to bring about renewal. While the voice of doubt softly tells you to decrease your pace, I am urging you to increase it. While the world suggests you withdraw, I am calling you to move ahead. Each new morning is a sign that my purpose for you continues. Every breath you draw is a message from me. I still need you active. Every beat of your heart is a call to move forward, not retreat. You're not late for anything, my child. You have not missed a hidden window of opportunity. You are stepping into this moment exactly when I intended. Can you sense this truth? The time for you to come forward is not wrong. It is just right. The people around you right now truly need what you have. Your steady strength in a world that feels unstable. Your clear insight when things are unclear. And your sure trust when doubt is strong. They require seeing a person who has encountered extremely difficult periods and still navigates through them, proving my faithfulness. Now, my child, I ask you to make a simple acknowledgement, one that stands against every limiting whisper you have heard. In your heart or quietly aloud, wherever you are, recognize this. My work is not finished. Did that feel unsteady? Speak it again with a deeper knowing. My work is not finished. When you affirm this, the opposing powers feel a disturbance, for they see you awakening. My heart finds joy because one of my own has chosen their ground. Things around you shift because you are claiming the space I designed for you. Yet, my beloved one, the most important choice ahead is this. Will you continue to heed the untrue words that hold you back? Or will you begin to follow the quiet call that has always reached for you? The difficult paths you have walked were not random occurrences. They were intended to quiet your expression, that precious gift I gave you to share truth, to offer hope, to bring my light into shadowed places. You understand what I speak of, do you not, my child? Those moments of deep hurt when individuals you trusted who you expected to uplift you instead told you your aspirations were impossible. The setting where you should have been encouraged to use your capabilities instead instructed you to remain silent and unseen. Those closest to you who should have first recognized what I placed within you dismissed the inner fire I gave you. They did not merely disagree. They seemed to erode your inner strength gradually, harming your trust in yourself until you doubted if you had truly heard me at all. The greatest sorrow was that you ceased sharing with me, my child, not because your faith wavered, but because allowing yourself to hope felt more painful than remaining still. Do you recognize that feeling? That heavy ache of wanting to reach for hope, yet being too afraid of disappointment. But a time of quiet is not always a sign of failure. Sometimes it is a necessary stillness before I act. Sometimes it is the calm before a great revelation. Even when you feel you're done, my beloved child, I have a fresh purpose waiting for you. Your hardest seasons did not mean I had departed. They showed I was right there, alongside you. My cherished one, the one who opposes you, sought to silence you because he feared the impact your expression carries for this world. Your words hold a sacred echo. Your genuine prayers can lighten burdens carried through the ages. Your own journey weakens the hold of darkness. Some of you stopped singing because others who did not understand said your natural sound was not polished enough, as if I valued perfect performance over a passionate heart. Some of my children stopped sharing their inner sight because someone called them impractical, not realizing they were simply intimidated by the spiritual vision they possess. Some stopped believing I could still use them because they were convinced their past stumbles had permanently closed off their path ahead. Some of them stopped the kind of deep, soul-stirring laughter that truly freed them. Some stopped dreaming of things that seemed beyond reach. They stopped imagining that something wonderful was still awaiting them, not because their trust in me faded, but because the struggle stole their ability to give voice to it. They were told that at a certain age their time was complete. They were sold the untruth that their purpose ended when society decided they had reached their limit. They taught that only those who are youthful, well-connected, and without flaw are selected. But listen to me now with your whole being. The quiet time was not proof that your calling was over. It served as evidence that your calling is authentic and represents a challenge to the forces of darkness. Why do you think the one who opposes me worked so hard to quiet you? Why do you think he created so many moments of betrayal, heartache, and shame? Because he knows what I placed inside you. He understands that when you at last speak the truth I placed deep inside you, chains will be broken and those around you will be transformed. Your expression, when it aligns with my heart, is a spiritual force against everything that stands against goodness. That is why the opposing power was so determined to keep you silent. But here is a truth the one who opposes you did not anticipate. Stillness is not always surrender. Sometimes it is a deliberate positioning by me. The challenging, seemingly empty seasons are not final stops, my child. They are places where things are being readied, and at times your voice is permitted to be still for a season so that it may gain strength, deepen, and become more powerful. I do not require perfect speakers. I require hearts yielded to me. Do you believe your way of speaking is too damaged? You think your words lack impact? Heaven leans in anticipating the moment you will finally voice them. Laughter can become the beginning of great things. Trust can lead someone to leave everything familiar behind. Courage in later years can claim territory filled with challenges. Your years are not a hindrance. They are a source of depth. The marks you carry from your path are not flaws preventing use. They are testaments to your walk with me. Your time of quiet was not a punishment. It was preparation for the most powerful sound you have yet to make. And now a specific moment is approaching. Like a clear signal, the time has arrived. Time to cease speaking softly, when your voice was intended for clarity and reach. Time to stop apologizing for the inner sight I gave you. Time to stop letting the fears of others confine the purpose I placed in you. If this is stirring something deep within you, like a sudden light breaking through old walls, do not pause in doubt. Do not analyze endlessly. Do not seek compromise. Simply answer the call within. Acknowledge quietly or aloud. Even if your voice trembles, even if your heart races, I still carry words meant for the world. My precious child, your story is not finished. Your means of expression is not shattered. It has been refined through the trials you have faced with me. And now the world yearns to hear what I shared with you during your most silent, difficult times. Yet the critical choice before you is this: will you find the bravery to use it? Within your being, there is a quiet space, the private chamber you have avoided for a long time. In this very moment, as these words connect with you, you can sense it stirring. I see you. You used to retreat into that space late at night when all was quiet, when your soul could at last find freedom from judgment. You once captured thoughts there that felt weighty with eternal truth. You used to share words that drew others closer, that resonated deeply within them, making them feel the presence of truth. You used to hold a deep knowing, truly knowing that you were made for something lasting. My beloved one, do you wonder where that brave spirit went? I know the journey took its toll, my child. Difficult times came. After many letdowns, you grew, reluctant to open yourself up. Those you relied on failed you. Your aspirations slowly diminished. Then, my child, you withdrew inward. You saw the quiet corners of your heart filled with past moments and unfinished ideas. You thought, perhaps, I was wrong about myself. Maybe I am just like anyone else. And with a heavy spirit you shielded that part of yourself. But this is what grieves me, my precious child, and what I need you to grasp fully. I never departed from that inner space within you, while you focused outward, merely enduring instead of thriving, accepting less than was intended for you, making yourself small when you were built for strength. I remained right there. I have been present the entire time, patiently waiting for you to recall the person you were meant to be before life's hardships and broken trust narrowed your path from the fullness I designed. Do you feel as though your efforts are dissolving? As if what you offer is slipping away, that you are too tired, too hurt, too delayed to matter now? Consider this question, my child. What is left? Perhaps the thought comes, only a small fragment remains. Only a small fragment. Those simple words can shift everything. What if that small fragment you dismiss is precisely what is required? That little bit of strength, that faint spark of hope, that quiet sense of trust, that single plea you offered even through sorrow, is exactly what has been awaited to be put to use. You have focused on what is gone, on setbacks, on what seems empty. But I have always seen the potential, the sacred capacity within you that endures, The purpose that remains has always been clear to me. My beloved, even now, as you hear this, there are gifts within you that have been growing deeper, becoming more valuable, stronger, more effective. There is a time now, my child, a moment for what rests deep inside you to be shown. To step in to this, you must remember the first stirrings of that strong feeling. You need to look back at the early moments when your connection felt powerful and your inner voice was clear. You must open the quiet spaces in your spirit, where hopes are kept, like letters put aside. Look at that small measure of inner strength you hold, that tender sense of belief, that hint of what could be, that whisper of what is meant for you. Know that it never faded. Consider this. Were those difficult experiences you went through just me clearing the ground? What if every sorrow was me clearing room for more of my presence? What if every wall you met was me preparing you to move past just trying to get in, and instead walk straight through what limits you? But you must choose to step back into that inner place. Yes, right now, this very moment, put your hand on your chest. Feel the beat there. That is more than just your body living on. That is the rhythm of a sacred purpose pulsing within you. That is the pulse of a sacred purpose that remained constant for you, even when you thought you had left it behind. That deep knowing, that single steady certainty holds the power to undo years of quietness. It can bring back to life what feeling not good enough tried to hide. Awaken what fear tried to keep still. Release what stood against you and tried to hold you forever. My life flows and you still fresh. Your purpose remains strong and alive, waiting for you to let it come forth. Soon you won't need to look outside yourself for that place. You will become that place. You will live fully seen, finally living out every promise I made to you. But here is the essential choice before you, my child. Will you turn back toward that inner starting point, or will you pass your time dwelling on what is shut off, held captive by thoughts of what might have been? I am ready. The world needs what you hold. It is prepared. Will you give it? You have spent a lifetime being called things that were never meant for you. Those words didn't just pass by, my beloved child. They hurt you. They wrapped around your sense of self like chains, didn't they? Every word that dismissed you, every harsh comment, every look of judgment, left hidden wounds inside you. And slowly, quietly, you started to believe them as truth. Those names never belonged to you from the start. You have been wearing identities that are not yours, like heavy clothes in the heat, stifling the very life I put in you. Here's what the world misses about how I see. I do not look at you through your mistakes or what others think. I do not evaluate your value based on assessments or the sharp comments from those who failed to see your true self. When I look at you, my precious child, I see a name I wrote for you before the world began. Do you grasp the certainty in that I have called you? This is fixed, cannot be undone, lasts forever. Consider this. While your earthly parents chose names and made ready for your arrival, I had already declared your true name, one that would resonate forever. While teachers judged your work, I was writing your true self in a record that cannot be erased. When I speak your name, I am not just labeling you. I am uncovering the hidden truth of who you have always been. Can you feel it now? That quiet movement inside you as you hear this. That isn't just remembering. That is your spirit knowing its real name. I need you to understand this truth so deeply, it shakes off every lie. Every harsh name spoken over you was a deliberate trick from the one who opposes me, meant to keep you from knowing who you truly are. The one who opposes me understood this. If you ever grasped your name as I speak it, strong, shining, loved, you would become unstoppable. You would challenge his hold. So he orchestrated difficult relationships, hurts, and judgments to hold you small, quiet, and captive to shame. You are not just a name on a list, my cherished one. You are etched, not written lightly in something that fades, but carved deep into the very core of who I am. Imagine that. Every moment I care for the world, I know your name. Every time I show grace, I see who you truly are. Deep within myself, where your name is etched, I affirm your journey with unchanging love. And you worry about what someone nearby thinks. You silence your gifts because of an old pain or a thoughtless word. Are you restricting your spirit because of a name that isn't yours? You are more than the names others gave you. You are more than the mistakes you made. You are who I say you are,